Welcome to part 2 on how to validate your product before you launch it. If you missed part 1, it's pinned to the comments section, so take a look there. We covered the first 3 days of a 7-day validation sprint. Day 1, we wrote down your assumptions. Day 2, we turned those into a survey. And day 3, we sent the survey to your audience with a proper incentive. So now while your survey is out in the world collecting responses, we're going to do the part most founders skip. We're going to listen to the market, because your audience will tell you a lot when you ask them directly, but the internet will also tell you what people are saying when nobody is trying to sell them anything, and that is the gold. This is the kind of desktop research we used to charge serious money for in innovation labs all around the world. I'm talking $50,000 to $500,000, and not because it's fancy, because it gives people the raw truth, and also because I was working there, AI wasn't really a thing, and now it is. It's amazing. So you can learn the raw truth, what people complain about, what they keep buying, what they regret buying, what they wish existed, what words they use, what makes them trust, what makes them hesitate, and they are the core pillars. When you combine that with your survey data, you start to see whether your product idea is solving a real paid problem. So let's kick off into day 4. We're going to research, analyze, message, test, and decide. So do desktop research. On day 4, open your AI tool of choice and ask it to scan the market. I'll put the prompt pinned in the comments. You're not looking for content ideas. You're looking for patterns. You're looking for proof. You're looking for a way to hit a 50K launch day. And you want to know what people are already saying about the problem your product might solve. Look at Reddit threads, Facebook groups, Amazon reviews, TikTok comments, competitor reviews, YouTube comments, product forums, pairing forums, wellness communities. If you're in wellness, low tox living groups, skincare groups, fitness groups, wherever your audience naturally talks. So for Thrive, that's the example we're using in this video series, I would want to know, what are people saying about mold? What frustrates them about cleaning their current sprays? Are they worried about harsh chemicals? And do they believe natural products work? Are they more motivated by safety, effectiveness, smell, convenience, or preventing mold from coming back? What words do they use when they describe the problem? So I'm going to pop a prompt in the comments as well, but it's going to be something along the lines of pop into your AI tool of choice and say, I am validating a product idea for insert your audience who may be struggling with insert your problem. Please conduct desktop research using publicly available patterns from forums, Reddit-style discussions, reviews, competitor product feedback, social comments, and customer language. I want to understand the most common problems people describe, the exact words and phrases they use, what they have already tried, what frustrates them about current solutions, what outcomes they want most, what they are willing to pay for, what makes them trust a product in this category, and what makes them hesitate. Are you starting to see the pattern here? We talk a lot about problem, trust, hesitations, emotional triggers. We're doing all the research to understand these, because that's what's going to show up on your landing page next to your call to action buttons in critical points of the customer journey when it comes to buying your product. So what product opportunities appear underserved? Please summarize the findings into the following: top customer problems, pain intensity, existing alternatives, buyer hesitations, etc. This will all be in the prompt. And this is where you start finding the truth behind the idea, because maybe you thought people wanted a non-toxic mold spray, but the research shows they're actually more frustrated that mold keeps coming back, or they hate the choking bleach smell, or they are worried about using chemicals near kids, or they think natural products are nice but secretly believe they do not work. That last one matters, because if your audience believes natural equals weak, your marketing cannot just say non-toxic. It has to say works without the harsh chemical smell, or targets mold at the source without bleach fumes, or low tox does not mean low performance. That is the difference between generic marketing and research-led messaging. So a weak message might be natural mold cleaner for your home. Research-led message might be for people who want mold gone without filling the bathroom with bleach fumes. Your problem statement might be you do not just want to wipe mold away, you want it to stop coming back, and your trust message is powered by biocleaning technology, not harsh chemical fumes. Now we're going to jump into day 5. Analyze the survey responses. By day 5, your survey should have started to collect responses. Now you're going to upload the responses into your AI tool, but again, do not ask it for marketing ideas yet. First, ask it to find patterns you want. So you want to know things like, what problem came up most often? How did people describe it? How painful is it? How urgent is it? What have they already tried? What words did they repeat? What made them hesitate? And what proof did they need? What price expectations kept coming up? Did the audience care about the thing you thought they would care about? There is an AI survey, and I have put it prompt, and I've put that in the comments, pinned to the comments section too. You will learn so much about this. So once you put this prompt in, you can identify the most common themes, exact words people use, etc., what they disliked, what they need to believe before buying, and which product benefits seem the most compelling, and any signs that a different product angle may help you. So you're going to then separate the findings into strong signals, weak signals, surprises, risks, and recommended next tests. So this is where you need to be brutally honest. If people say the problem is mildly annoying but not urgent, that is a signal. If people say they already have a solution they're happy with, that is a signal. If people say they love the idea but would not pay much for it, that is a signal. If people keep describing a different problem from the one you thought you were solving, that is a very important signal. Validation is not there to tell you you are right. It is there to tell you what is true. And sometimes the truth is the idea is good but the message is wrong. The problem is real but the audience is wrong. The audience is right but the problem format is wrong. The product is useful but not urgent, so people probably won't pay for it. Or there's a much better next product to build, and that is the most amazing news as well. That's not bad news. This is the entire point. It's better to learn it now than after you have ordered thousands of units. Day 6. Turn the insights into messaging. So on day 6, you're going to turn your research into clear messaging. This is where the founder usually wants to skip ahead and say, great, now give me the hooks. No, not yet. First, you need to turn what you heard into the building blocks of your launch. You need a problem statement, a value proposition, a benefit statement, a trust message, a hesitation reducer, a simple one-liner that explains why this product exists. And the best way to do that is to use your audience's words. If your audience says, I hate using bleach because the smell makes me feel sick, do not write an elevated low-tox cleaning experience for the modern home. Write, get rid of mold without the bleach fumes. If they say, I keep cleaning it and it just keeps coming back, write, for mold that keeps coming back no matter how often you clean. If they say, I want something safe around my kids and pets, but I still need it to actually work, write, low-tox cleaning that still does the heavy lifting. Simple, specific, customer language. This is how you create marketing that actually connects, not by inventing clever lines in a vacuum, not by copying trending hooks, not by downloading another hook template that some influencer on Instagram has asked you if you want. So you want to sound like your customers. You listen, you find the patterns, use the words your audience already uses, and then you build your product page, emails, ads, reels, and launch content around those truths. That is why this process is so powerful. It does not just tell you whether the idea might work, it tells you how to sell it. Now we're going to jump into day 7. Decide what to do next. Day 7 is decision day. By now you have your assumptions document, survey responses, desktop research, audience language bank, problem patterns, trust signals, hesitation points, early messaging, and you need to decide which path you are on. There are usually 5 possible outcomes. 1. Strong green light. The problem is real, painful, repeated, and people are actively looking for a solution. That's what you're looking for. 2. The green light, but reposition. The product idea is good, but the value proposition needs to change. 3. Right audience, wrong product. Your audience has a problem, but your product may not be the best solution. 4. Interesting, but not urgent. People like the idea, but is not painful enough to pay for right now. And 5. Stop or redesign. The signal is too weak to justify building it. And please hear this. Validation is not about forcing a yes. It is about making a better decision. Sometimes the best outcome of validation is not yes, launch it. Sometimes the best outcome is not yet, or change the offer, or start with a smaller version, or test a waitlist first, or build this other product first because that is what the audience is actually asking for. That is not failure. That is super smart, because the goal is not to launch the product you are most emotionally attached to. The goal is to build the product your audience actually wants, understands, trusts, and is willing to pay for. So our final wrap up, here is the full 7-day validation sprint. 1. Write down your assumptions. 2. Turn those assumptions into a survey. 3. Send the survey with a proper incentive. 4. Use AI to conduct desktop research. 5. Analyze your survey responses. 6. Turn the insights into your problem statement, value proposition, benefit statements, and marketing language. And day 7, decide whether to build, reposition, test smaller, or stop. Again, this does not take 7 full days of work, but you need 7 calendar days so the data can come in, the patterns can emerge, and you can make a decision based on the evidence, not adrenaline, and not your emotional attachment, and not assumptions, because your next launch should not feel like a guessing game. It should feel like you have listened deeply enough to know what your audience is already trying to tell you. If you want the exact prompts I use for the 7-day validation sprint, grab the checklist below. And if you're about to launch a new wellness product and you are not 100% sure whether your audience actually wants it, do this before you spend another $1 on inventory, packaging, photo shoots, or ads. Now, I've also included a link to my Instagram in the comments, and in my Instagram bio, there is a link to a calendar if you wanted to set up a meeting with me to discuss more. Thank you.